Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Witches X Warlocks. We're here, October 26th. We have... we have 5 more days? I had to do the math for a second there. We did days 1 and 2 last episode. Finished off day 2 at the end of last episode, going quite a bit further, or longer than I was expecting. And we ended off here, early dawn of October the 26th. We're running out of days until Halloween. What? And anyways, we're here. And I forgot what I was saying for a second. Well then, okay. The last time we learned a couple spells with Carmilla, just on this page. And then there's like regular events during the days where we get to learn a single spell with a certain character every... I think it's in certain time blocks. I'm not entirely sure exactly when it happens. But we picked up a spell with Zero, Damion, and Carmilla just as time went by. We could have gotten one from Lawrence, but we didn't have a potion on us, so it didn't happen. So we're gonna have to hope and see if we can't get that to come back up again. But anyways, here we are. October 26th, the third day of our week to Halloween. And we're back here with our choices. We ended up buying potions at the end of last episode, so we don't have anything to spend our money on. We could make more potions, or we could get our work at our part-time job, but I think we should probably just learn another spell. Let's start off with the crawl spell with Carmilla. We're almost done with all of Carmilla's spells. We're just gonna finish this off. We actually have all the potions we need to do all of these right now. Or at least one at a time. Let's start with the crawl spell. Climb up any nearby surface, even walls and ceilings. Start.
It's love, love, love!
That makes the world go round, round, round. I finished classes early today and didn't have anything else to do, except maybe study, so I thought I would head to work a little early. By the time I reach the shop, Carmilla is already approaching the front door.
Carmilla!
Hey, Carmilla!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you showed up on time, little witch? That's a first. She bops me on the nose and smiles, fangs exposed. Oop.
Hey!
What? Hey, I'm always on time. My time. I suppose I can't exactly argue with that. But there's no point in us speaking out in the cold. Let me just... Son einer Hunden. Son einer Hunden. That's German, right? Oh, I recognize the ein. Oh, okay. I think I know what that means. Ein is of, right? Son looks like son. Hunden looks like hound. And I think German is gendered. So I think that would be son of a female dog. Actually, I'm gonna pause and look up the translation to see if I'm correct. 1 second. We're back. Learned to swear in German today. Okay. So that is exactly what I thought it was. Anyways, let's continue on.
Huh?
Was that German? I forgot the key at home. Cupping her hands around her mouth, Carmilla calls up to the second-story window.
Herbie!
Darling, Fay and I have arrived. Let us in. We wait a few seconds for a response, but nothing happens. Is he even here today?
No.
No, I guess not. Ugh.
I suppose.
It's troublesome, but I suppose I have no choice. She sighs heavily and presses her fingertips against the brick wall. Then, with momentum, Carmilla launches herself upwards.
Ah!
I love whenever we get one of those "what" voice lines and then just this face. It's such a simple movement, but it's really efficient. If she wasn't touching the wall, I'd think she was flying. Within seconds, she's at the second-story window. Positioned? I'm apparently having speaking troubles today. Positioned against the windowsill, she taps against it, then unlocks the window and heads in. After a few minutes, the front door swings open. Nothing I cannot handle with ease, though it's certainly been a while since I last exerted myself. I gaze and spot. Wow, apparently I'm just having all sorts of speaking troubles today. I gaze in awe at Spider Carmilla.
Wow!
What? How? I can't even. What was that?
Right.
You really grabbed the wall and then went zoom! I gesture wildly, motioning my hands like a rocket ship taking off. Carmilla chuckles. That old trick? I'm rather fond of it. I learned it a while back in, the 14th century? Or perhaps it was the 15th. Carmilla presses a finger to her lips in thought, then quickly waves the issue away.
At any rate.
Nevertheless, it is quite easy. You simply channel your magic through your fingertips and use crawl. In fact, I may be so inclined to show you how.
Please?
Really? Please, Spider Carmilla, only someone as talented as you could teach me this spell. I look at her with big, round, begging eyes and a pout for good measure.
Oh, all right.
All right, my sweet. I'll teach you how to cast Crawl. New spell acquired. She takes my fingers in her dainty hands, positioning them against the wall. Carmilla then instructs me in the method of, blasting off, I suppose? Or at least, she tries to.
Crawl! Wonderful!
Great! Now go! I'm not sure that I can, Carmilla. My fingers, they're kinda, sorta stuck to the wall.
Come on!
Hang in there.
Whoa.
Well, it's more like I'm hanging here, but
Don't you worry.
you're not gonna let a little clinginess stand in your way, are you?
Now,
Don't get discouraged. It's only your first try. Keep going. Carmilla, I really think I'm stuck. Like, stuck. Why is she behind us, by the way? Or I guess we are, like, stuck to the wall. She's, like, standing behind us trying to help. I suppose that makes sense.
my dear.
Oh, dear. Perhaps you're pulling too hard?
Wait,
Think of it like a magnet. You need to... Oh, no!
ah!
I try following her suggestion, but loosen my grip too much and fall backward. In a panic, I squeeze my eyes shut. Is this the end for Fay Nightshade? Am I done for? But there are so many couples I haven't matched yet, and so many suites I haven't tried, and...
Huh?
I'm fine? But it doesn't feel like I'm on the ground. I look up and see a pair of violet eyes. Another adorable art piece. I'm getting a closer look at this. Let's see. Oh. The look on both of their faces. Faye is just having like a mild freak out, like, what is happening? And Carmilla's just there with that little cheeky smile. Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever used the word cheeky. Not sure how I felt about it. Anyways, that's adorable. I love it. Is Carmilla carrying me? Also, light blush. Light blush.
Wonderful!
Excellent, I was just in time. But that smile. Don't tell me you plan to do that just so you could end up in my embrace.
No!
No, of course not. I'm just relieved. Is that so? What a troublesome little witch.
Now...
Alas, I think that is enough practice for now. We still have to set up the shop. Ugh.
Right.
I've gotta admit, this is definitely useful. I can't count how many times I've forgotten my keys at home. I just need to master it like I've mastered matchmaking. Carmilla, this would be a pretty neat trick for burglary, huh? I waggle my eyebrows suggestively. Carmilla huffs as she walks inside, still carrying me in her arms.
I don't.
Oh, what are you implying? I would never steal. Strange. You seem to be stealing me right now.
Well...
That is simply because a certain mischievous little witch may run off to try again if I let her go.
Well...
Though, Carmilla? Do you only use this spell when you forget your keys? Carmilla hesitates for a second, and her fangs slightly press against her bottom lip. As we enter the shop, she gently sets me down on a nearby chair.
My dear.
Ah, sweet thing. The spell's original purpose was secret liaisons with an individual I was, shall we say, very fond of. Ah, I see. Others did not approve of us, but we were able to enjoy each other's company in secret.
It's love, love, love!
Oh, a secret rendezvous with just the two of you? How romantic.
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Carmilla's smile is touched by a hint of melancholy when she turns away to start working. But if she's distracted, I could... No, bad Faye. I can always sneak out to practice climbing on my break. And the sudden jump to blackness, as usual. Anyways, Crimson Dusk. Segment 2, Day 3. Where are we? Learn spells. Do we just pick up the last Carmilla spell right now? Or do we maybe go make some potions? Let's just round off the rest of Carmilla's spells, eh? Scent of blood. Detect anything living with blood nearby. Also works on recent bloodshed. Okay, let's go.
5, 6.
I look around the empty shop. It's only minutes to dawn, and without a customer in sight, we might be able to go home soon. I, too, am trying to be out of sight. Since there hasn't been anyone here for hours, Carmilla and I have been trying to entertain ourselves.
7, 8.
Are we playing hide and seek? As quietly as I can, I shove myself into one of the empty barrels in the display window, careful to replace the lid over my head.
9, 10.
You're playing hide and seek. Oh.
Come on.
Come out, my dear. You can't possibly hope to hide from me. I press both hands over my mouth to silence the giggles that are bubbling in my chest. I'm a master of hide and seek. The sneaky, the unseen Fay Nightshade. And there's no way she'll be able to find me now. After all, who would think to look in? The lid pops off my head within seconds. Look how happy Carmilla is, as she just finds a hat. Just a hat just poking up. How were we hiding the hat in the barrel? That definitely looks like it. That hat looks like it should be severely scrunched up. I look up to see Carmilla grinning down at me, a smug look on her face.
Here you go.
And there you are. That makes what, 45 wins for me? And for you, a paltry 0?
Crab apples.
How? Just how?
Are you curious?
Are you curious, little witch? She offers a hand to help me up, her voice sing-song and teasing. I nod, brushing the dust from my clothes. Vampires can sense the warmth of blood nearby, particularly if we've sampled it before. Mortals call the spell Scent of Blood.
What?
What? You've been cheating all these games, then? You've been cheating all of these games, then? I said it more like a question, but it should have been more like exasperated. Like, what? You've been doing this all this time? Really? How could you?
No!
Not cheating. I just have a natural advantage. Carmilla gives me an impish grin. She's definitely cheating. So what else is that kind of magic good for other than hide and seek?
My dear.
Why, all sorts of things, my dear.
Well,
It works on recent bloodshed, for one. Even when a corpse has gone cold, I can still sense the approximate location and time of death through its residential warmth. I gape at her.
oh, you mean?
So we can find murderers and stuff? I actually helped Herbie get out of a sticky situation with my ability. Mr. West, what happened? Oh, you know, a wrong place, wrong time.
And so?
The guards had him handcuffed and were even ready to take him to jail for a murder in the alley next door. She casually points to that side of the shop, almost as though discussing where she found a lost animal. I feel a chill run down my spine at the realization. I use that alley to get to work.
But, you know.
Herbie doesn't have a license to, obtain stock in that manner, so a conviction would have been devastating.
But...
But it turns out it was a particularly nasty competitor trying to frame him.
now...
The real culprit's blood was at the scene, so I was able to turn them in before Herbie was tried.
Amazing!
That's amazing, Carmilla.
What?
But how are you so sure it wasn't Mr. West?
Well...
You know how stingy Herbie is. There's no way he would risk his entire business just for a few parts. If I know anything at all about that man, it's how much he cares about this store. I nod slowly, amazed by both her magical talents and her ability to solve what could have been a devastating blow to Mr. West and his business.
Wow!
Wow, that's wild.
Can you teach me?
Sounds like that skill could really come in handy. Do you think you could teach me how to do it too? I squat down and plead some at her for good measure.
Please?
Please, please, please. I don't know. It wouldn't make hide and seek very fun anymore. Carmilla rolls her head about her shoulders, disinterested in my cries, and I jump up with my arm outstretched at her and ready to object.
Well...
It's only fun to you because you're winning. Obvious.
Naturally.
Yeah, I should have waited. Like, usually if it's just like one word, they're usually gonna voice line it or use a synonym at least. Obviously.
Come on!
Come on, Carmilla, please.
Well...
Will you teach me if I promise not to use it during hide and seek?
Like...
Plus, next time anyone frames Mr. West, you can sit back and just order me around to investigate. How does that sound? Oh, good point, love. If you agree to be prudent as well, I may be generous enough to show you. I do not want to have to drag you out of trouble too, after all. I promise.
Oh, all right.
I'll teach you how to cast Scent of Blood. New spell acquired. Carmilla spends the rest of our shift showing me how to track blood through scent alone. It was time to give the old Dwemermere try.
Scent of blood!
One good whiff of it causes my face to scrunch up and my tongue to roll out of my mouth in disgust. Ugh. Yuck. I suppose that means it's working.
Don't you worry.
Worry not. You'll get used to it with practice, darling. So she says, but by the end of the night I feel like it'll never leave my nose. However, it just might come in handy someday. Just, hopefully not too soon. Mr. West told me to go to the storage room and get a rather specific item for a customer. He gave me very clear instructions about how to navigate the expansive catacomb-like area, but how was I supposed to remember all that? When I found the item I was supposed to get, I caught a glimpse of a pretty dagger just a few shelves over and quickly went to inspect it. And, as I expected, I found myself utterly lost afterwards. After stumbling through the storage room for what felt like forever, I finally made it back outside. Only to find Mr. West glaring at me from the top of the stairs. Apparently he was about to go searching for me because the customer had left, deciding the item wasn't worth the wait anymore. Since I cost him quite a bit of money, Mr. West decided to take it out of my pay. One second, just gonna get a sip of my water. Sip of that. I think that I've worked more in the shop than I've studied for my exams this week. Not that I blame them for wanting me around. I am kind of wonderful. So, at least if I'm a failure as a witch, I can probably stay here for the rest of my days. Especially with the best saleswoman as distracted as she's been lately. Carmilla, I don't think the display for our 2-for-1 deal on hands is going to crawl off anytime soon. You can maybe stop securing it. Carmilla's shoulders shoot up, and she stares at her hands for a long moment. Oh, does this have something to do with the painting that we got a storyline bit for last time? When it sinks in, however, she takes a step back. Her cheeks are surprisingly pink.
I suppose.
Well, I suppose they are no longer alive, no? This is easily the saddest and least subtle thing I have ever watched. Something's up. And the recently appointed best detective in Dwemermere High is on the case. Are you okay, Carmilla? You seem pretty un-Carmilla-y today.
Perish the thought.
Perish the thought. I'm perfectly fine, my sweet.
Now...
Though, now that I think about it, I do have the need for your expertise.
Whoa.
Nothing magic-related given my current predicament, I hope.
No.
No, darling. Love. What is it? Well, in your view... I feel my own eyes widen in excitement, and a million answers battle it out in my mind to see which can get out first. Where do I even begin with how great love is? I put both hands on my chest and close my eyes wistfully.
Right.
Love is the best feeling in the world. No, the whole universe. It leaves you feeling like you can walk on the sun, or fly to the moon, or... the most painful thing imaginable. My eyes pop open.
Whoa.
Well, love can be that too, but... I noticed the way the crease in Carmilla's brow deepens. It's the same as the day she snatched the old sketch from my hands. Oh yeah, it is continuing that. But yeah, I think I will. Are you thinking about the girl from the picture? Carmilla hesitates, then gives a reluctant nod.
Tonight.
Tonight is the anniversary of when she first darkened my doorstep. Here's this art piece again. It's so pretty. Carmilla gently touches one of the hands on display, a sorrowful expression on her face. She looks past me, past everything in the shop, and I wonder what memory is resurfacing inside her. I lean on the counter, suddenly feeling that heavy sensation in my chest. It's one thing to see your matches work out and love blossom, but it's a whole other experience to witness heartbreak. Will you tell me about her? At first I don't think she'll answer, but then Carmilla takes a deep, shuddering breath.
She was.
She was only supposed to be my prey. At first. I had begun adapting to my new abilities, and had decided to adopt a sort of... She makes circular movements with her wrists, obviously debating her next choice of words.
Yes.
Catch and release policy. I would only drink as much blood as I needed to live, and then I would release my victims back into the night without further harm.
Huh?
And you didn't get caught?
You dummy.
I like that little voice line. You dummy. I wouldn't be here if I had, now would I, silly witch?
I suppose.
It was a dangerous time for vampires back then, which is understandable, I suppose. A cat is not a welcome guest among mice.
But
my dear little mouse was nothing like the rest. A fond smile creeps over her lips.
She was.
She was bold, brilliant.
Yes.
She had seen me as a rival, not just a beast to be hunted.
Now,
Even when I did lose to her, there was always an opening to escape, so I always left her one in turn. Our little game was like a dance that spanned many a year. But then, one day, I overstepped. What did you do? I tried to force her to drink my blood.
Huh?
You what? Horrid of me, I know.
You know?
As I once said, drinking a vampire's blood will turn any mortal into one of the living dead, if the circumstances are right.
Carmilla.
Sudden traces of horror, mixed with disgust, are written all over her face. But, rather than our usual games, she cried out for help.
She was.
She was terrified of me. She wouldn't even look at me. I managed to escape just moments before the mob barreled down upon us. That was the last mercy I was offered. When I had tried to approach again, she had served as much willing bait for a troop of vampire hunters. Oops.
Don't you worry.
Worry not. I was too crafty by far, and I'd have smouted them all, of course. Something doesn't line up here. Didn't you just want her blood, or why did you do it? Why did you do it is like asking specifically for the exact reason, and we'll probably get it. Didn't you just want her blood is taking a guess at the wrong answer and then getting told no, probably. This is kind of trying to get her to say it herself, rather than trying to force it out of her, I feel like. I think they're both good options. Let's go with, didn't you just want her blood? I don't understand. Why would you force her to turn if you just wanted her blood?
No!
Fay, please, I clearly wanted more than just her blood. The idea of watching her age, watching her sicken and die, leaving me with a life that didn't have her in it. It was excruciating.
It's love, love, love.
I thought that maybe we could dance our dance forever. Carmilla sighs. I wanted someone to stay by my side, so we could be in love for all eternity.
But?
In the end, though, I behaved like the beast that the townfolk believed me to be. How dreadfully ironic.
Carmilla.
You wanted my expert opinion, right? She doesn't respond, but I tell her anyway.
Whoa.
I think that love means accepting change and each other's differences, and, letting that special someone go when it's time. The idea of an immortal love sounds nice, but only if the other person wants that too. Carmilla remains silent and goes to sweep the floor. I might have upset her, but I stand by what I said, not only as a matchmaker, but as a person. Eventually, and quietly, from across the shop, I hear her say something. I only wish I had learned that sooner. Sudden darkness. Here we go. The Witching Hour. October, day 26. No more Carmilla, huh? No more Carmilla spells to learn. Probably more storylines with her, though. Oh. This spell would have been useful whenever we got our last work event. It allows you to pinpoint your location to avoid getting lost. That would have been nice. Did we start working on getting more potions? Or do we get another spell? What could we pick up right now? We could pick up one of the level 2 0 spells. When the level... Excuse me. Right. We could pick up every 0 spell but hover, every Lawrence spell but lick, and either of the 1 potion Damion spells. What do we do? Let's see. I'm just kind of looking at the spells. Move objects without touching them. Screech that can break glass or deafen anything in range. Okay, I love the description for Fireball. Defeat dragons or make some fried eggs. One or the other. We're not picky, apparently. Of the 3 remaining characters, I think Damion is my favorite of these 3. I suppose we'll start on the Damion spells then. Or maybe we go for the spell that we think will be most useful? Which... That gives us light. That's like an offense spell. That's a defense spell. That helps you hide. Freeze. Attack. Actually, let's go with Howl, I suppose. Allows you to pinpoint your location to avoid getting lost or call allies. We're probably not going to get that work event again, but this seems like it might even be useful later down the road, so we'll pick it up. Owl allows you to pinpoint your location to avoid getting lost or call allies. Let's go for it.
Lawrence!
I'm here. Did you bring the... Oh my god, it's so cute. A little chibi Lawrence just howling at the moon. He howled. He really howled. Hearing such a wolfish noise come from someone who looks so human and adorable is sort of eerie. I part my lips to comment, but he holds up a finger to stop me before I can.
Shh, I'm on a call.
Okay then. Sorry? He turns towards the hills in the distance. Not long after, I hear figures unseen howling back from that direction, and the tension seems to fall out of Lawrence's shoulders.
All right.
They're doing well back home.
How?
You can tell that all from an awoo? How?
Secret.
Come on!
Come on, why?
It just is. Actually,
The only non-canid who came to know why we howl at the moon was an Irish aristocrat centuries ago, but he was drunk at the time and ended up forgetting by the end of the night.
I wish.
That's so mysterious. I wish I was able to do something like that. I hug my chest, consumed by the very idea. It just sounds so profound. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to teach you the method for the spell Howl, but only if you don't ask for the meaning behind it.
Are you sure?
I'm not a wolf or anything of the sort.
it should be fine.
I offered since I trust you, for better or for worst.
Thank you!
Thank you, Lawrence. I'll do my best. Now that I think about it, we should have done the potions right there, because we could have used 0 to get double potions. Wasn't thinking about it. Oh, thank you, Lawrence. I'll do my best. I didn't remember if I read it or not. Good. Now, pay attention and get ready as I teach you how to cast Howl. New spell acquired. Lawrence leads me to draw a sigil where my collarbones meet. I press my hand atop it and clear my throat.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fay. I'll cover for you if you make a mistake.
What?
Okay.
Howl!
I love the enthusiasm in that one, Fay. For a second, I glance back at Lawrence, and he nods his head towards me in encouragement. I got it! I got it! I take in a deep breath. Please tell me she's gonna howl for me, or do I have to do the howl? I will do the howl, but I'm hoping it does the howl for me. Ow! Hope I didn't pick the microphone too badly there. I like tried to back up. I tried to back up before I did it. I hope that was enough. Again with this adorable artwork. Once I get started, Lawrence joins in, and the wolves he was howling to earlier follow after that. Our voices merge as one to form an impromptu choir beneath the moonlight. I don't know how to describe what I feel in this moment. It is like being engulfed in a stream of consciousness, apart from myself. A conversation that I couldn't quite understand yet tugs, strongly and without fail, at my very soul. And then, just as quickly as it began, the beautiful chorus of howls comes to its natural end.
Amazing!
That was amazing!
Yeah.
It was. He turns and scratches the back of his head, careful not to meet my eyes.
You howl beautifully.
I was a little surprised.
Naturally!
Naturally.
What?
I didn't really have any idea as to what I was saying, so I hope it was nothing bad.
Not bad.
You were fine. They liked you.
Anyway.
If you ever meet trouble in the wild, use that spell. Someone will be able to locate you and come to your aid. That's super nice of them.
Yes!
I'd like to meet those other wolves sometimes. Was that your family who you were speaking to? Who we were speaking to?
No.
No. Those were just friends. My pack lives a lot further away.
Actually.
Howling works as a global link for werewolves that stretches the world over.
Wow!
Wow, talking to people so far away just through howling. Werewolves are pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
We are. And modest. You were the one who said it. I put a hand on each hip and stick out my head at Lawrence in a cheeky fashion.
Well,
maybe I'll howl it next time.
All right.
I'll keep an ear open for when you do. Sudden fade to black.
0!
0, 0, 0, I figured it out.
How?
How to pass your Halloween exams.
No.
No, how to hug you.
Hmm.
To hug me.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well,
I can't hug you, and whenever I try to, I end up messing up your essence, right?
That's right.
Right, Faye? Very annoying, too. Because I'm made of flesh and blood, while you're a spirit of ether and magic.
Mm-hmm.
Taking you that long to figure out, huh? Taking you that long to figure out, has it? Almost 180 years. But listen to this.
Well?
I'm all ears, for better or for worst. What if I turn into a spirit of ether and magic, too?
Good heavens.
Oh, good heavens, Faye. The Halloween exams are difficult, but they're not lethal. You won't be facing any obstacles that could actually kill you, you know.
no.
I don't mean that.
I see.
Then you've lost me.
Can you teach me?
I mean, teach me a spell that I can cast to transform the best matchmaker in Dwemermere, me, into a poltergeist like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not a terrible idea, come to think of it.
All right.
Could be pretty useful to you for the exams.
Yes.
Then there is a spell that will let me transform into a spooky spirit version of myself. My choice of words makes him roll his eyes before continuing with his explanation. Almost. Insubstantiate will make your form ghost-like. You'll be able to walk through walls, turn invisible, and hover in mid-air. Just like any poltergeist.
All right.
That sounds super cool. Teach me the spell, Zero.
Pay attention.
Alright, prepare yourself, Faye. I'm going to teach you how to cast Insubstantiate. New spell acquired.
Insubstantiate.
Do we actually get artwork of Ghost Faye? I feel myself growing lighter, fainter, ghostlier?
Ah!
I can't find my balance. Whoa!
Careful!
Zero makes as if to lunge for me, but checks himself at the last moment.
So?
It's easier to lose your balance in ghost form because you will no longer have a center of gravity. In fact, gravity doesn't even apply to you anymore. Hover, Faye, hover!
Mm-hmm.
This takes a little getting used to, but you'll get the hang of it, as did I.
Zero.
Hovering! Zero, look, I'm hovering!
Huh?
Huh? You're a surprisingly quick learner. What do you mean, surprisingly?
Well,
Wait, wait a second. I'm a poltergeist now, aren't I?
Yes.
For the moment, Insubstantiate gives you a spirit's basic form for a fixed span of...
right.
That means I can hug you at last!
Unfortunately.
Without waiting for Zero to finish, I throw my arms around him gleefully. Whoa.
You can't.
Aww, Faye just wants to give Zero a hug.
No way.
What happened? It felt all cold and dizzy.
Now you know.
Now you know how I feel when you try to hug me.
Why?
Why? Didn't need to re-say that one, she said it herself, but oh well.
Because.
Poltergeists are incapable of touching each other as living beings. Poltergeists are as incapable of touching each other as living beings are incapable of touching us.
That means.
Touch requires physical contact, and we poltergeists have nothing physical to offer. I see.
Oh, now?
Don't look so crestfallen. Here, come with me. Zero starts drifting upward. His head touches the roof and disappears right through it.
Zero!
Sorry. I'm having some OBS issues tonight. I keep having like weird frame jumping around. Zero.
Come with me.
Come along. Drawing in a deep breath, I concentrate on floating upward.
Wow!
I'm floating.
Mm-hmm.
Steady, Fay. Almost. It's easier to pass through barriers for the first time if you close your eyes. Passing through the roof felt weird, like something went into and out of me that was there and not there at the same time. When I opened my eyes again, the starry night spreads endlessly above, illuminated by a brilliant crescent moon.
Amazing!
In the past,
Oh my god, it's Chibi Zero! Give me all the Chibi artwork, please. I love them. I love the Chibi artworks, they're so cute. I love to sit on rooftops and watch the night go by a long, long time ago. Now, I can get on rooftops much more easily, but floating is not sitting. And sometimes I...
Zero!
Hmm? Do you miss...
What?
Miss what?
Well...
You know, having a physical body? Zero tenses up and turns to me scornfully.
Huh?
Huh? Do I miss stubbing my toe? Do I miss tripping over branches and falling flat on my face? Do I miss having to climb flight after flight of stairs to get to the roof, only to find the door locked and the key hidden away? Huh? Do you, Zero?
Mind your own business.
I think that's a yes. Here we are. Early dawn, October, day 27. You know what? I could keep going. But unlike last time, where the first day I did in the last video ended up being like 30 minutes and the other one was almost an hour, this one was like 50 odd minutes. Where this episode is already almost 50 minutes, I guess day 3 will just be its own video? I guess that will work out. So, yeah, probably gonna call it here. I mean... yeah, we'll call it here. I was thinking about it, like, if we only do potions, it won't be that long, but it won't be as long, because we won't be doing all the spell cutscenes, but it will still take a little while. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna call it here. Day 3 will be its own video. I'm very indecisive sometimes, I just have to work through that. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I have. Oops. New save? Ah, 5 more minutes and this would have been the 26th. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this game as much as I am. And, well, get into... probably spend a day basically making potions. And then, more spell learning. On day 3 now. Oh, no, this is day 4. So 3 more days to learn as many of these spells as we can. While also spending days on potions. Yeah. Hey, at least we've gotten all the Carmilla stuff, basically. And we'll work through what spells out of these we'll pick up in the next video. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next time. So, take care, everyone.